We can also import data from external files such as CSV or TSV or JSON files. So MongoDB comes up with a bunch of tools for these things. For example, if I go to the MongoDB installation folder, there is a file called mongoimport.exe. Now the Mongo import, as the name suggests, imports a file into a MongoDB collection of a particular database. So if I have to go to a command prompt and issue a command, mongo import --help, it would give me a bunch of options that I can use while importing. So it says Mongo import, few options and one file. The data can be represented as CSV, comma separated values, or TSV, tab separated values, or JSON, JavaScript object notation formats. We can also import if the data is just a collection of MongoDB documents. We'll have a look into each one of these. I have a file called contactsdata.json, and that contains 1000 contact information with similar fields. Now, it is also possible in practice that the fields may vary, that we have already seen, but in this particular case, I have all of them of the same structure. Now, in order to import this, all I have to do is to come to the command prompt and then say mongo import, and then I have to give few options. The number one option is what kind of data that I have. Now I have a JSON array. The second important option that I may have to specify is the DB. In our case, it's called testDB. And in the testDB database, what is the name of the collection to which you want to import? If the collection name that you have given is not available, it gets created. If it's already there, it's going to add these documents into the existing collection. If you don't mention the collection, the name of the file itself will be considered as the collection. Now, since the name of the file is contacts data and I already have a collection called contacts, it is good to give the name of the collection. So I'll say -- collection, and then I'll say contacts. And now the last option, which is the name of the file. The path that I'm giving here is a relative path because I'm already in the C:\users Vinod folder. Relative to that, there is a folder called desktop, and there is a contacts_data.json. So if everything is okay, it should import 1000 documents. And now we can go and have a look at that in our Mongo shell. So I can just give a command db.contacts. Say, for example, I can say count, and then that will give me 1004 because 4 documents we added earlier, and now 1000 documents have been inserted through the import command. Now if I give here db.contacts.find, you will see that I see only 20 documents, and then it says here type it for more. Now it is a short form for iterate, so I can now type it and I should see 20 more. Alternately, you can assign the find function's return value to a variable. For example, I can say var data equals to db.contacts.find. Now data here is an iterator. If you simply press data, it is as if you wanted to see the first 20 documents. You can also loop through that, or you can also say var contacts equals to data.toArray to convert that into an array object. Now I can say contacts of 0, and that's the first contacts of 1000, and that would be the 1000 first document. And likewise, I can go and access all data.